yes, Danhausen here. Very nice, very evil, very famous. You are watching the channel that is very nice and very evil. The Nation Network. Isn't that good? Yes, it's true. If you're not watching the Nation Network housing, you are... Wait for it. Wait for it. Cursed.
Welcome back once again to the Nation Network. Vince McSham, your host, and it's another edition of Caw Wars. Big JH, what's up, my friend? If you've never seen an edition of Caw Wars before, it's basically this year more about what I'm downloading that I think is worthy of note and any things that I might have to mention about them in particular. So we're going to start out with Danhausen. Actually, Danhausen. It is not Danhausen, not two words. It is one word. Danhausen. Very nice, but very evil. This is one of the top creations of Danhausen. We'll go to the creations page afterwards to get the user's information. Going to go over the changes that I made, and I think you'll see the difference that it makes when we go and look at the original. Not a lot. The only thing I really did with this is all of the tattoos, I brought them down to a 74 to 70 opacity. They were just too powerful, in my opinion. And this blends them in with the skin a little bit more so that they're not so overpowering. And the head, I went from a 50 width to a 60 width, and then the hair we changed. And that's the hair that I refer to as the Larry Zbyszko hair. Let's go edit attire, appearance, and hair, if it'll slowly load. And we change it to that hairstyle there, which is located all the way to the right side, very close to the top of the line. I am off today. I'm not answering the work phone. You can kiss my ass. Live without me. Or crash and burn. I don't care anymore. I'm going to be leaving that job very, very soon. Actually had a very productive meeting today with my next employer. Looking forward to saying goodbye to the other one. Worst job I've ever had. Roger Pace, welcome back. So anyway, once you widen the face a little bit and change the hairstyle, I think the head shape and face are much more accurate. And to me, this is spot on. So I'll be keeping Danhausen in this form. Now, I haven't looked at things like the entrance yet for any of these. I've still got a ways to go on completing them for on-screen performance. I believe this one does come with the moveset already intact. And if not, you can always get those from Community Creations as well. So there we have Danhausen. I've become a real big fan of this guy. In the very beginning, when I caught him, I thought it was kind of hokey. But he grew on me pretty quick. Good for entertainment purposes. Did I put the renders on for like the thumbnails here? No, that's a waste of space. Think about it. If you do a render for every one of your created wrestlers, that's 100 renders. That's 100 image slots that you don't have. And all these guys are using tattoos and stuff. So if you want to download content, you have to decide, do you want a roster or do you want, instead of a 100-man roster, a 70-man roster, but you've got 70 thumbnails? I don't need the thumbnails. I've gotten by my whole life without them. It's a nice feature. If they would have had that separate where it didn't count against your image count, then by all means I'd be doing it. But when I stream, I generally don't show the load-in screen anyway, so it's just lost and I don't need to see it myself. So anyway, it was cool, but not that cool. All right, moving along. We've got Malachi Black. I had another one, and if you go to Community Creations, the one I originally had was the one that's referred to as Tommy End, and he's in the page 1. This, to me, is just a lot better. The tattoo work is done cleaner, and it's not as overpowering as the other one is. So, just my personal taste. Get a look at this one here. It's got 2 attires. And again, I have done none of this work here. This is all stuff I've downloaded from Community Creations. Other people have done the work, and we'll do everything we can to make sure they get the proper credit for that. But again, this is really quality work here. At first glimpse, I was almost wondering if this wasn't a skin that was modded in, but it's not. It appears that this was all original content, and that when it's that good that I have to check on it, that tells me that you did something right. Now, I'm not going to go... I would probably fade these tattoos in as well a little bit more, but there's 2 reasons why I can see why it would be less likely to work on this creation. That's because some of these overlap, and when you start changing your opacity and bringing it down with overlapping images, then you kind of see cut lines where they overlap, and it doesn't look quite right. But that said, it looks like he's brought this down already sizably. One of the things that I just found out about... Boy, these people won't take no for an answer. It's like, I am off today. Y'all can kiss my ass. I'm not dealing with your shit. Oh, they've got the eye done in this one. Nicely done. I didn't catch that until now. And again, we're going to go back and I'm going to let you see which creators came up with all this stuff. So if you want to go grab them for yourself, you certainly can. Really good work. The tattoo art is really fine all the way across. And it's not easy, especially when you have a piece like that. Tough to match them up. Let me go here real quick and just see something. There's the 2 different attires, by the way. Yep, that's all hand done, man. That's some work. Hats off to you, man. Whoever did that, more patience than I got. Jeez, Roger, you and Primetime, I don't even know if Primetime got his because he had the GameStop issues as well, and I am so glad I did not go to GameStop. And forget that. I used them for Horizon Forbidden West, no problem. But that's the first time I've used them in over 2 years, and the last time I'll be using them. Getting more messages between work and the girlfriend, so just bear with me while I sift through things. Anyway, love this thing a lot. Really did good work on it. There's the alternate tire with the shorts. Both of them are spot on. And again, we'll jump into community creations here in just a moment so we can get the tags and all that information together for you. All right, so we have 2 MJFs. This is the one that I've had since week 1, which is pretty damn good, and we showed him on a previous stream, so we'll take another quick look at him. But he has been dethroned, I don't mind telling you. I said it at the time, I said he's really good, but someone's going to come along with something just a little better. So this is good. This is good work. Definitely has the angles down and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's good work. Got the trunks right. And I think with this one we may have had... Yeah, we did have 2 attires. Okay, so we got that. Looks good. However... Take a look at this. I cannot imagine moving on from this one. Like, so I don't know that anyone is going to do better than this. I might adjust the left eye. That looks a little hokey somehow. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. I'm not sure how we even created that scenario. It looks like the eyeball's bigger than the other one somehow. But we'll fix that up. It even has the birthmark on there. I mean, yeah, he didn't miss nothing. Again, the tattoo work is good. Little faded out on the end there, but it's hard when you're stretching them out. So, pretty simple on the rest of the part. But facially, I just think this thing is spot on. Especially as you get to a distance. Now it really even looks better. Up close, you'll always find some flaws in it. Even that eye won't look so bad from a distance. But it's going to bother me now, so... Actually, let's bounce in there real quick while we're here. Pretty sure the region's where we're going to be fixing this up. Or is it the eyeball itself? Yeah, I think it's more the eyeball itself. Let's go here. Gonna go to edit attire. We're gonna go to our appearances, hair and facial. Okay, so we're gonna stick with what the right eye is doing. So we're gonna edit. We're in the first one. The color, we're gonna keep the same color. You want to select it here again, just so that it's in your color palette. Everything else should be fine to leave it as it is. Now we'll go up to the left eye and make sure that's all the same, which surprisingly it is, but I don't think the color is going to be the same. And it is. Why is it larger? I don't think it's... Kind of odd. Oh, I know why. Now I can see, because the eyeball's moving. On the face scan, he didn't remove... Now I got you. In the face scan, he didn't remove the eye. Okay. We can probably fix that. We're going to try something here. I've never done this before, but it should work in theory. Face tattoos he's going with here, so we'll give it a shot. Gonna go to designs. Gonna take that oval. Yeah, you can see it on the close-up what the problem is. Now the question is, will this layer over? And I'm not sure that it will. I think I'm going to do is face paint instead. That's what's going to fix the problem, though. If anything. Let's try face paint, and hopefully that'll work. It should. Well, but maybe not. I wonder what's causing that then. If it were in the... No, it looks like it is the actual eyeball almost. All right, we're going to try a couple of little things here and see if it makes a difference. But that might just be... Because if you look at the actual eye size, I thought originally that he might have made one larger than the other, but their sizes are right. It's definitely the eyeball itself somehow. I don't know how to fix that. I've never seen it before either, so it's kind of wild. All right, let's go back to the eyes. On the left side. That is such a wild thing. I've never seen that happen, and I can't figure out why it is. Let's go this route. That's definitely an in-game issue. And again, from a distance, you wouldn't even notice it, but it's driving me crazy now. All right, well, in that case, we're just going to leave it as is and not do any changes to it. So anyway, that's the MJF we are now going with. And again, I'm pretty sure this one has the move set already put in. We got his speaking attire. Not that you can do promos in this game, which really kind of makes that almost worthless. But ringside, I suppose, if he's going to be somebody's corner. Okay, Ronda, we've already checked out. This is the Ricky Steamboat that I had mentioned earlier stream that I downloaded, and it's probably the only old school content that I'm going to be downloading, only because I was a little disappointed he wasn't in the game, and this really is just spot on work. And again, that's a custom make, and at first I thought it might have been skinned or modded in from an older game, but it's not. Again, when you get real up close, you can see some issues with the skin color right there on the upper cheeks, but it's very mild, and honestly, until I just zoomed in, I hadn't noticed it. Most of the game is going to be pulled out from at least that distance, if not further, and it's going to be in motion. You're not going to notice any of that stuff, but really got everything down that you'd want to in a Ricky Steamboat from back in the day. He's got the white and the green attire from back in his NWA Championship run. Stephanie McMahon again. This is from the My Rise storyline. So this is modded in by some of the PC guys. It's got the business hair attire and business attire. Judas, what's up with you, buddy? Yeah, Roger, I know a lot of people have had bad game experiences with GameStop. You are not alone. I know that's no consolation, but I heard some real horror stories about people that prepaid for things at a GameStop that they closed the store. So let's say they prepaid a month in advance, and then 2 weeks later the store location closed. They go with their receipt to other stores, and in many cases they wouldn't honor it. They had to go through corporate to either get a refund or get it sent to a different store for them. I've heard so many bad stories. I will not use GameStop. If I'm walking in to buy a used game or something like that I'm going to walk out the door with, maybe. But even then, they scale those things up so much and take advantage of people. All right, let's go to our most downloaded. So, again, this Tommy End was the one I originally was using, and I have switched over. Let's go here. What are we looking for? I was actually starting to look for a Fiend, and then I got sidetracked with some other stuff, so might get to doing that. And I needed Cody Rhodes as well. Again, I had all those before, but after my little snafu with this game, locking out of universe mode, Corey Graves, I showed you guys that yesterday. That's actually from the in-game. So if you want a spot-on Corey Graves, there he is. Jericho is so far the only thing Defract has put up. And with him, I would say once a week might be normal because he puts a lot of time into his stuff. Here's Malachi that we just looked at. That comes from Zadok is your creator. And then his 2K name is Maybe Zadok. And the hashtags AEW, Alistair, and Zadok. So if you want to get that, there he is. Chris Jericho, like I said, is Defract. One of the other changes this year is your favorite creators are limited to 5, I believe. And that's where I'm at right now. I don't know if I can add any more. So if I were to come up with another one, then I would have to delete one of these to do it. All this really does is help you find stuff more quickly by the people that you have trusted that make top quality. They might be able to go up to 6, but I think 5 was it. And that is Danhausen, yes, from Dre 41. And again, the changes I made were bringing down the images of the tattoos. I brought them down to 74 and 70, anywhere in that range, just to make them blend in with the skin a little bit better. I took the head from a 50 width to a 60 width, and then we changed the hairstyle to give because the frame of your hair really makes up a big part of your face, or the lack of your hair, either way. Like you look at a Chris Benoit, if he didn't have the widow's peak, then it wouldn't look right. Same thing with the Dynamite Kid, which is why the two of them are often similar in style, or compared to. Yes, their style was the same or similar, but they also looked similar. And part of that had to do with the hairstyle. So with Danhausen, we switched it to that Larry Zbyszko style, as I refer to it as. And I think that helps because he has a rounder face. Not so much on the top, but it's still a little bit, yeah. And I just feel that kind of did it. But that's where you'll get the other Danhausen if you are so inclined. And we'll pop back out of there. All right, let's take a quick look at these guys now in action, since I haven't really had a chance to do that myself. And we throw a couple of these other guys in there as well. Let's go with a... We'll go with a Fatal 4-Way. And then I can add one more into this mix. We'll say normal. Payback. We'll stay with Payback. What the hell? Big E, man. Hope he does well. That was a brutal, brutal, brutal hit. Go to our customs. So there's our Danhausen. Oh, wait. Sorry. Let's try it that way. There's our Danhausen. There's Malachi. We'll stick with the regular tights for this one. Malachi only 1 point higher than Danhausen, huh? Might have to readdress that. Yeah, we'll throw Miro in there. I haven't had a chance to see him in action either yet. I was going to add him to this mix, and I don't know why I didn't. And then MJF. Let's see what we get. It's a respectable Fatal 4-Way if ever there was one. That eye is just going to bug the crap out of me now. You know that, right? Did a really good job on Malachi's head shape and everything. He's got such a unique shape to his head, and the way the eyes kind of sit in more. And they just nailed it. Got it down perfect. As I'm looking at Danhausen, I might bring his eyes just a little closer together. Not much, just a skosh. But still really solid work. The tattoos alone, I mean, they're very clean, and that's hard to do. Nah. I would have put a live crowd. The Thunderdome thing was kind of cool just because it was new and unique, but not something I'd want to do on a regular. Looks like we did put some time into the entrance. That's good. I like it already.
The following contest
Nice.
is a
Looks
fatal
really
four-way
good.
match. Making his way to the ring from Amsterdam, Netherlands, Weighing in at 239 pounds, Malachi Black.
In the interest of time, we'll speed things up a little.
And his opponents, first, from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 272 pounds.
Here we get a look at Miro. I feel like this is pretty solid. There's something about the face that I can't even tweak it myself yet. I got to get a good picture of him to do a side-by-side with. I feel like the head needs to be maybe a little wider, but I don't know if that's what's bothering me. There is something about this I need to tweak. I just haven't figured out what it is yet, but when I get a little more time, I will definitely do a side-by-side with an actual photograph. Oh, the tattoo. Is that not there? I didn't even catch that. Good eye. Totally forgot about that. I can grab that from 2K19 or 2K20. Or, I don't know. He wasn't in 20, was he? Yeah, that's about right for Danhausen. We'll add some appropriate music.
And from out of this world, weighing in at 187 pounds, Danhausen.
Oh, yes. Very good. Very nice and very evil. You're cursed. Has anybody seen the Ass Boys?
Definitely going to change the music up for this.
And from Long Island, New York.
Oh, that's such a good look.
232
And again, you don't even notice the eye. Only in creation mode up with that super tight zoom lens, but we'll tweak out the music a little bit, but other than that, off to a good start. Yeah, Judas, you can change out the attires. It'll cost you a slot, but you can do it. Action's underway in the Thunderdome. All right, it's betting time, folks. Who's going to win this one? Did he just bite his hand? Danhausen just bit the fingers of Malachi. Holy shit. And it doesn't look like Malachi enjoyed that too much. As you could imagine, he might not. The Redeemer in control. Malachi, nice move right there on Danhausen. And sizes are all really accurate as well. Danhausen smaller than Malachi. Malachi smaller than everybody else other than Danhausen, and I'd say that's all about accurate. I almost feel like Miro maybe needs to be just a little beefier. Oh, the stunner. And Danhausen matching up with probably the guy he should at least be getting into it with. Nice move right there by MJF, and life just got real all kinds of bad for MJF. I think with MJF's trunks and knee pads and all that, we got to bring them down a little bit. They're just too white. They're like ultra bright. And you lose the shadows and the ripples and stuff like that. And I'm willing to bet they probably didn't put leather as a shoe texture, so we're going to go ahead and do that as well. But other than that, no complaints. Driving the fist to the head. Did he have the ring? I couldn't tell if he put the ring on. Going to work on the arm. Look at the deadlift. Danhausen is in trouble. You sent me a photo? Okay, I'll take a look at it. The House of Black represented right here by Malachi, the leader. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes. Up in the air, couldn't hold the weight. Ah, Jesus, that hurt. Oh, what is he doing? Going for the cattle mutilation. Too close to the ropes. Thinks he's got him. Probably might have. MJF wasn't going to find out. Full Nelson suplex. If you haven't seen video of Danhausen harassing MJF at signings, then you're missing it, because that is some funny, funny stuff. Both guys staying in character, and it's just like Abbott and Costello, who's on first. Nice block by Miro on the kick. That's one of the few times where I think that block actually makes sense. The Alabama slam, boot to the midsection, and now what's going on over here? Going for the cover. Danhausen would have been there probably a shade too late. Oh, unloading. Oh, what a move. Miro. MJF, perfect timing, because he was about to put the finishing touches. And if you're Malachi, you're right now a big fan of MJF. Well, you were anyway. Maybe not so much anymore. Body blow that sends him flying. The power on display of Miro. You see two guys outside the ring that don't even want to get back in this thing. Danhausen slowly getting back up to his feet. Another one. Again, the Redeemer with the overhead press. Snapmare takes him over. Going for that cattle mutilation again. This time he's in the middle of the ring. No ropes to break it here. But Malachi Black just in the nick of time. Oh, this could be it. GTH. And the save made. MJF lighting up the chest of Danhausen. This is actually turning out to be a pretty damn good match. Working the ankle. Tombstone. Oh! Will it bleed through the paint? That's the question. MJF get paid. Nice move. Malachi answering the taunt. Oh. Bad things happen. Redeemer's busy posing. That could cost him. Oh, he got a shoulder up. Are you kidding me? That's a shame. That would have been the perfect way to end that one. The blackout. Belly to back suplex. Boot to the midsection. What do we got coming up here? Unprotected DDT. Danhausen there to make the save. The Redeemer on the floor. He is a non-issue right now. MJF going up. Is he going to focus on Malachi in the ring? He is, with the leg jam. Shades of Bobby Eaton right there, but look at this. Danhausen taking advantage of the moment. Winds up the clothesline, and he connects. Maxwell going down in a heap. And now it is Miro. Goes for the splash and comes up short. Another DDT, nicely done right there. MJF going for the cover, hooks the leg. Just barely made it. I would have marked out if he had gone for a second pin attempt on Danhausen without throwing any offense. Drop kick to the back of the head. Oh, there we go. We're going to have a rope break? Really? After the nutter. Series of up kicks. MJF taking advantage of the back being turned. All four of these guys have handed out the punishment. They've all absorbed the punishment, and it's just a matter of who's going to make that critical mistake. Look at Danhausen manhandling Miro the Redeemer. Oh, blackout. 1, 2, 3. The House of Black represented here tonight. That was a great match. Multiple close calls. They'll give a little bit of enthusiasm and drama to the mix. And I do got to get that tattoo on the back. That's a heck of a miss right there. I don't know how that could have got by.
Here is your winner, Malachi Black.
Most impressive indeed. God, that looks good. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this edition of Caw Wars. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out. Do me a big favor, drop a like on this video. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe, like, and make sure you click on the bell notification so you know when I'm going live, because I don't always know. Once in a blue moon, I can actually set a date and a time and stick to it, but most times I got to kind of fly it by the seat of my pants based on when I can do it. So don't miss out. Be here with us live. It's more fun that way. All right, everybody, you take care. I'll see you ringside right here on the Nation Network.